Okay, if the other was a prelude or preface to the book, we'll call this the foreword. I think this little video app is going to work. I don't have it on very high resolution. Hopefully, that will keep down the size. So, this isn't going to be I want to just go ahead and spit it all out. There's a lot of things I've done in my life that I'm absolutely ashamed of now that I'm older and wiser, maybe. But, and I'm not sure who it's going to benefit. But a quick a quick deal is there. I've already written things about what life was like in Martin, South Dakota, which I was lucky to live up to the fourth grade. Or then we moved to California, and I went. California as a kid San Diego was an awesome place to be. Uh, the city was a fraction the size it is now. Some highlights were, I got told that if I wanted an allowance, I was going to have to go to work for it because the folks really couldn't afford it. And that had me, I took a paper route, paid $7.50 a month, twice a week. Had to get up before school, fold papers, deliver them, get back in time to go to school. And after a year or so of that, I up to a different newspaper that was 3 times a week, but it paid a whopping $15 a month. I know that sounds ridiculous now, and it was all by bicycle, and it was not flat ground, and it was only a one-speed bicycle. I had at one point, I think after Brother Mike gave up, I had like 200 and some customers that I had to do before school. I remember times Mom and Dad sitting up at like 3 or 4 in the morning folding papers with me. Had a heavyweight bike. That you see the pictures of them with the sack over their head and papers on both sides. I had one of those on the front carrier and one of them on the handlebars and one of them on the crossbar, one of them on me, and one of them on the back carrier when I left the house. Single speed, heavy duty Schwinn. And the only way I could make it up these hills was to throw a paper and quick turn around and go across the street and throw another paper and kind of weave back and forth to get up top of the hill. Anyway, also mowing yards and door-to-door selling of greeting cards and babysitting, which was the easiest money I ever made. But the neighbors just needed somebody old enough to know to call 911 or them if something happened. So I got to spend, half hour with the little children, and then they go to bed, and then I could watch TV and fall asleep on the couch and get paid for it. It's a pretty good deal. Anyway, I was in San Diego up through high school, which I tell people there was like around 2,000 sophomores in my class. There was 14 high schools in the city. We had awesome sports teams. We had 36,000 people show up for a high school football game at the Charter Stadium. That was for the CIF championships, but it was our school, and we took them the whole time I was in high school. So the bad side of that, if you weren't a super sportsman, you didn't letter in my high school on sports. But anyway, learned to drive. got to know girls and dancing and clean parties. Meaning no drugs, really no drinking, but fun times. I'm going to stop this here to see the size.